Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Battle of the Round for the Race of Champions quarterfinals. And this round we had quite a tough choice out of the four matchups we had, but we'll be taking an in-depth look at Murph versus Rafa, the two Kiwis, and what a battle it was. They started off at Monaco with Rafa taking pole in the random grid, and his McLaren was charged down by the Toro Rosso of Murph, and on the first lap it looked like Murph took a much better line through Casino and down towards Mirabeau. He has a look down the inside. There was contact with the wall, I believe, for Rafa, and there's more contact between the two drivers, and Murph mounts the curb and gets past at Lowe's hairpin, but Rafa is by no means done, and at Portier getting very close, but just not spinning the Toro Rosso of Murph ahead of him. It looks like he might have a go here at the chicane, but he's not on the right side, and Murph's defended that really nicely. He's going to follow him through to back, and by the time they get to the swimming pool, there's a bit of a bollard clip there and a bit of a corner cut, and Murph stays in the lead, but at Rascasse he got very close to losing the rear by catching the wall, and through Anthony Nodes he actually gets a better exit, so Rafa falling a little bit behind, and by the time they get to Massenet, Rafa's back on him and looking very menacing behind the rear wing of the Toro Rosso, and it looks like he's actually pulled beside him, and he has, coming around the outside of Mirabeau. It's craziness. Looks like it's actually worked though, as he completes the move at Lowe's hairpin, and looking back now at Murph, he's going to try and get back past, and he's clipped the wall. He's come a bit too close that time at Portier and lost the rear, and that's going to be that for the first round. Murph retiring, as he's going to be far too far behind by the time he's made the 3-point or 5-point turn or whatever he needs to make, and Rafa is going to go 1-0 up. So he goes through Anthony Nodes here, safe, and even if he does crash it doesn't matter because he'll have beaten Murph. So on to the next round, and that was at Suzuka, and with Murph being faced with the possibility of elimination 2-0, he was very aggressive here in defending his first position which he acquired through the random grid. He actually suffered a little bit of contact there with Rafa getting his nose down the inside, and it was the judges that Rafa may have been at least more at fault than Murph in that instance, but Rafa certainly wasn't done, and he caught up quite a lot through the 130R and Casino Triangle complex, getting a really good drive out of that last turn and down this little sweeper here, and he's getting into the slipstream of the Lotus ahead, and it looks like he might go for a move at the outside of turn 1. This would be daring if he pulled it off, but fantastic. It looks like there's not enough space there. Murph shutting the door, but he's getting a good exit, not quite enough though to get past before the curves up the hill. Murph actually has pulled a little bit ahead, and Rafa trying to catch up has a massive corner cut after going wide at Degner 1, so that was a bit questionable, shall we say, but either way he's back on him by Casino Triangle once again. Very quick in this last sector is Rafa, so we'll keep that in mind for the last lap. If indeed he's still behind by that point, let's follow this down the main straight, and Murph shutting the door once again. One block is allowed though, and there was no contact, and let's see, is he going to retain the line? Yes, and keeps the lead at least for now, and through the first complex. Up the hill there was no way through for Rafa, but at this hairpin he gets very close, just avoiding the rear wing of the Lotus ahead, and that just leaves Spoon and the final sector. Let's see what the Marussia can do. Can he take a 2-0 victory, or will Murph make it 1-1 and force a third sudden death round? He's right in the slipstream now, he's going to go to the right. Murph blocks that, and it doesn't look like Rafa's going to go back to the left. So I think that's one move. I mean, he's a little bit forced into the grass and wide at 130R for good measure. So it looks like Murph will take this victory. It's been a little bit dirty, but 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So if one of them had a penalty, the other one probably would have got a penalty as well. So Murph does indeed force the third round, and that's going to take place at Austria. A Red Bull Ring, We know both these drivers have been pretty strong here, but perhaps Rafa more so. And with the random grid pole, he does have a decided advantage over the now Sauber driver in Murph. Murph's taking a quite nice line through there, where it looks like Rafa took an even somehow a better exit, even though he clambered over those curbs. And by the end of the lap, it looks like the Ferrari might be getting away with it, but he has clattered over that final turn curb, and Murph is going to take advantage of that and take the lead. Jumping back on board with the Ferrari, and Rafa needs to make a move here in the next 2 laps, or he is out of the competition, and that would be a surprise. Even though Murph is a very accomplished driver, Rafa, one of the favourites for the competition. And there was a bit of a lock up there from the Sauber on the inside. The Ferrari's gone around the outside. Sauber has a better exit, but somehow Rafa must have less downforce. He's just come clean around the outside down the straight. And there's more contact there. Rafa was actually off the track after that little contact, but he's got his nose down the inside with his next left-hander, so it should be in his favour. And he has gone through, so Murph needs to make another move to get into the semi-finals, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Rafa's going to beat him, and that was an absolutely fantastic thing to watch. Great with the neutrals. So that's been the battle of the week for the quarterfinals in the Race of Champions. I've been Jacko. See you next time.